This week is week 4, lesson 4. And so today is about foundations and gates. So let's get into this. Back in 2014, my wife and I started to get the itch to buy a home, our first home. So we started to get involved in what it takes to do that. And I have to tell you, if you've never bought a home, I'm going to tell you right now, it is zero fun. Zero fun. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's not fun. First of all, you got financial people digging all into your background, checking everything that you did with your money from like way back till now. People that you don't even know, and they're kind of rude about it. The second thing is you're going to see so many houses. You're going to see so many properties that it'll make you want to just like, blah. It feels like at the end of it, you're just getting run through the bucket ringer, one of those ringers on a bucket. It's a tough situation. It's not as much fun as you might think, but we got involved in this endeavor and started to search for our home. And after about a dozen homes, we found one that we thought would be just about right. So we went over with the real estate agent, and sure enough, walk in, it's been redone really nicely. Nice warm living room with wood floors, and bedrooms were nice size. All the upstairs was fantastic. Then we went downstairs to the basement, and it's not what you think, because when we walked in the basement, it was spacious. There were rooms down there. It was sectioned off really nicely. And, we're just looking around, being, new to the game, even though we've seen 12 properties. My wife and I were like, I think this is it. I think we probably have found what we're looking for. It wasn't the first house we've ever put an offer on, but we're like, I think this is the one that's going to work for us. And just as we're getting those words out of our mouth, the real estate agent comes over to us and says, I'd like to show you something over here by the washers and dryers. If the real estate agent asks you to walk down to the basement to see something, just say, let's just walk away now, okay? She takes us over to the washer and dryer, and there's a crack in the foundation. And it's not like a crack that we had seen before. We'd seen foundations with cracks in them. The basements have cracks in the walls, but most of those cracks were up and down. They were top to bottom. But this crack was humongous, and it was going left to right. It was a humongous horizontal crack, and it looked bad. They tried to fill it with some kind of putty or something, but it looked bad. The real estate agent didn't have to say another word. We were out of there. We did not even put an offer on that house, even though it had pretty much everything that we wanted. That importance of foundations, if you think about it, is important everywhere in your life. A foundation of something means that whatever's built on top of it has to answer to the integrity of that foundation. In Matthew 16, Jesus is having a conversation with the disciples, and he's asking them, who do men say that I am? And they give different answers, varying of different degrees of leadership and people that have come and gone, great prophets. And then he says, but wait, who do you say that I am? Showing that difference between, well, I know what people say, but now tell me what you say. And Peter pipes up and says, well, you're Jesus Christ, the Son of God, the Messiah. And Jesus probably smiles and says, that's right, Peter. And flesh and blood has not revealed that to you. You see, the thing about that particular question is, and the answer that comes up is, the world can give answers all day long about who they think Jesus is. And people do. They'll tell you he's a good man, he was a good teacher, he was a good guy. But it takes the revelation of Jesus, it takes the revelation of God. It takes a revelation of God to say that he is the Messiah, that he is the salvation of the world, that by that name and no other name can any man find salvation. Now that takes a word of God.